So today I'm going to be talking about my experience of my first time traveling to Hawaii without my family. While planning this trip with my friend, I realized that I knew I was going to have a different experience going to Hawaii with my friend rather than my family. I knew with my family that a lot of our parental units would be planning the trip with activities that the whole group could do from the kids to the adults and that everyone would enjoy. With that, me and my friend knew that we would have a lot more freedom to do the activities we wanted to do and to just be more active since we were more grown up and that we didn't have to worry about anyone else but ourselves. With that, we made a rough itinerary of all the things we wanted to go to and the must-have foods we wanted to try. On our first day that we arrived, everything was going according to plan. We had picked up our rental car, went on a Costco run to buy souvenirs and treats for our family and friends, but checked into our hotel and just went to the beach to relax and just take in that we're finally in Hawaii. With that, the next day, we had planned to go on our road trip. We went to Rotahana, which we estimated was going to be about anywhere from 5 hours to 7 hours worth of driving, just because we wanted to stop at waterfalls and just at scenic places just to take pictures as well too. A couple hours into our drive, I realized I wanted to switch drivers for her to take over and just for me to rest and take everything in and not just be focused on the road the whole time. This is when we first had our little argument, because we realized that my friend forgot to put her name and her ID onto Turo, which is our rental car service that we're using. So because we're up driving already, we didn't have good service or service at all, so we couldn't add her name during the trip. So the whole time I was driving, and since I was driving and if anything happened, since it would be late at night, we cut our trip short just because of safety reasons and we didn't want anything happening. So we missed out on some other waterfalls we really wanted to visit or some places we really wanted to see. Without a few days along our trip, we did have a few small arguments just about time constraints that we thought we would have with like snorkeling that we wanted to go to, but I thought we'd have enough time, but she thought we wouldn't have enough time, that we want to be out there in the water for longer. And we just had different little arguments throughout our trip that were expected, but we knew we had to compromise with each other just because it wasn't like we were going on a solo trip. We agreed to go on this trip together and that we wanted to be together going on this trip to experience Hawaii in a different way than we have had before. Through this trip, I learned so much more about my friend, just her habits and what she wanted to do, about her needs and everything. And throughout this trip, we really did have a good time and we had lots of fun. We realized that we had to compromise a lot more and that this wasn't just our trip, it was our trip.